Hello and good morning. Welcome back to another vlog. It is 5:45 in the morning, earlier than I would like to be up, but since Steven went back to work, his paternity leave is now over. I found it really helpful to just wake up for the day after I do the morning feed with Alice. That way, before I get into, a full day solo with both kids, I can get some stuff done, get myself ready, really just kind of set myself up for success, center myself for the day. Granted, usually it is not quite this early. Usually Alice wakes up for the morning feed between 5:30 and 7. Today she woke up at 4:45, so I just got her back down after that, and I contemplated just closing my eyes for another 30 or 45 minutes, but it doesn't really feel worth it, and I have a lot that I want to get done this morning, so we're just gonna wake up and get to it. I want to shower, get myself ready, tidy up the kitchen a little bit, do some dishes, and then we have Grace's last session for her toddler class today, so I need to get things prepped for that, pack the diaper bag, pack her lunch, and I also have some thank you gifts for her teachers, because not only is it the last day of this session, but this is the last session that we're doing in this class. After the summer break, Grace is moving on to the true preschool program where she'll have different teachers, and I won't be going to the class with her. Whereas this class that we started when she was 18 months, this is a parent and me class. And she's had the same teachers that whole time, and they've been wonderful. So got a little something for them. Need to fill out the cards. So yeah, let's do some early morning mom prep together. Starting with these dishes. Oh my gosh. Actually, it's really not even that bad, literally. This is a day's worth of dishes. It gets a lot worse than this. All right, I am dressed. Here's my simple little outfit of the day. Honestly, I felt better about this when it was hanging up versus now that I'm actually wearing it, which has seemed to be a trend for me lately. I just feel like I'm kind of in a weird place with my body image, and that just makes getting dressed not so much fun anymore. Maybe it's a terrible idea to wear a white skirt with a toddler and a newborn, but you know what? I can always change into something else if this gets dirty later. Bleach is a thing, so I think I'm gonna go with this. Also, I feel like with a more simple outfit like this, accessories make a huge difference. I feel like if I had a little bag like this, or even just a tote, I feel is cute. It's giving more effortless, and also shout out Renee Rapp. Or this. And then I put on some sunglasses, and it's much more of an outfit, But then I'm what's even the point of wearing a bag, because I'm just gonna be hauling the diaper bag anyways. And even just wearing it as an accessory, I'm well, I'm gonna have to take this off as soon as I put the baby carrier on. And then I'm oh, I can spice it up with some jewelry. And I'm well, I don't wanna wear anything chunky that could get in the way of breastfeeding. And I feel it's just very easy to snowball my thinking into what's even the point of getting dressed. I'm changing back into leggings and a sweatshirt, and that's fine sometimes, and it's definitely comfortable, it's definitely functional for this stage in my life. But I feel with me not feeling the best about my body right now, sometimes that just makes it worse. So I'm trying to do better just for myself, to just feel a little bit better with what I'm wearing, to just slowly start pushing myself out of my like kind of postpartum shell. But it's not easy. Like I don't know. I feel like my body feels kind of foreign to me right now, and I don't feel super connected to it, and I just feel kind of uncomfortable in my own skin. And so wearing the like comfiest, default, most low maintenance thing has been the easier decision to make. But it doesn't make me feel good at the end of the day. So we're trying. I want to change back into pajamas. Oh, I got a haircut, which I feel like has been making me feel better. I got like a good chunk off, I think like 4 or 5 inches. And I got all of the layers freshened up too. I'm still kind of figuring out how I like to style it at this new length, but it just feels so much lighter, so much better. I feel like my hair being really long and heavy just kind of contributed to my like blah feeling. So this has been a nice welcome change, and also just takes me less time to detangle into style. So very happy with the haircut. I'm gonna put the sunglasses back in because I love the way my hair looks when it dries with sunglasses in. I feel like it does even more than like an actual root clip that's designed for that. It just gives like the perfect little pushback. And then when my hair dries like this, I feel like it stays out of my face more because it was kind of trained back while it was still drying. I wish I could find a headband that just gave this, you know? But you know what? Sunglasses work too. So, all right, what's next on the to-do list? I need to pack the diaper bag and pack Grace's snack. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick little restock. This is dirty. This is clean, 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 clean. Oh, we are all out of wipes. Okay, got wipes. Okay, and I think I'm just gonna fully unpack and repack this, get it all reset. Check all the pockets here. Oh, you know what? I need a new pair of pants for the extra outfit that goes in the bag. Hold on. Okay, everything that goes in my diaper bag. Here we go. Extra onesie and leggings, socks, a hat for Alice and a hat for Grace. I put these in one of the little inside pockets for easy access. A small blanket, a wet bag for any dirty clothes. I like to store a couple extra diapers at the bottom of the bag. And then I also put like 4 or 5 in the diaper pouch right here. The changing mat, a sweater for Alice, which I low-key forgot. I like to put this closer to the bottom of the bag with the extra outfit. So it's not something that we need as often, especially with it getting warmer, but still something I like to have in case we're like out on a walk and it's a little bit chilly or windy. Burp cloths, breast pads, and some snacks for Grace. And that is the diaper bag. And now for Grace's school bag, I'm gonna put in the teacher cards and then pack her lunch. Okay, grab some stuff, pack for Grace. So I used to have one of those cutie little bento boxes for Grace's lunch. And then a couple months ago, I forgot it in her backpack and it got all moldy. So we had to throw it away. And I didn't buy a new one, but now I kind of feel like I want to. Because I was like, oh, I can just use our existing containers. We're doing some naan, and then I have these little cups. I'm gonna put some hummus in one of these. You know, it was just nice to have, but not like a necessity. This totally works too. Here we go. Putting some bell pepper in too. I might put a paper towel in there to separate these from the bread. Just soak up any of that extra moisture. I'll do some blueberries in another container. Alice is waking up. And I'm gonna do one more with some goldfish. Princess goldfish, as Grace picked out at Target the other day. Put this stuff away. And lunch is packed into the backpack. All right, let me put this in the sink. It is 7:45. Grace is not up yet, but probably any minute now. And then Alice settled back down. But again, I feel like she'll probably be up pretty soon. I'm getting kind of hungry. I had a protein shake with my coffee when I woke up, but I'm starting to want a little something again. But usually when Grace wakes up, we'll make breakfast together, which lately, like, I feel like the past week it's been a smoothie almost every day. She wakes up and I'm like, what do you want to eat? And she's like, let's make a smoothie. And I'm like, okay. Love a good smoothie. So I'm guessing we'll probably be making a smoothie not too long from now. So I think I'll just wait for that. Yes, put in some strawberries.
I make this big one.
Oh, that's a big one. 5, some spinach. Whoa.
That's a big one.
That is perfect. 1. Good job, Elsa. Okay, Tiana, you can do the banana. Here we go. Smoothie, smoothie. Ooh, that's a good idea. Let's get buckled. Ready for Grace's graduation. Oh, look at the smile. Yeah, you love your big sister, huh? Oh, could you grab me the burp cloth right there? Just one of the little breast pads. Perfect. Here you go. Just a little bit. Just a little. Thank you, Grace. Okay, let's get your shoes on and then we'll go. Bye.
Happy graduation day. Okay. I'll see you when you're home.
All right. It's summer. Yeah, just about. The pool is not quite warm, but I think we're gonna heat it this weekend for your birthday. Well, Alice needs an outfit change. Oh, come here, sweets. Used that extra outfit a little sooner than I planned. I just got the Tula free-to-grow carrier. I'll tell you more about it later, but I'm loving it. Okay. Thank you for your patience, Gracie. Thank you, thank you. Which one has a G? That's right. Very good. Good job. That's creative. You got one for me? Thank you. So proud of you. Perfect. Want the blue gummy bears like that? I'm gonna do some strawberries on mine. You want strawberries too? Yeah, go ahead. Yes. I already graduated. My backup shirt in the car organizer that I showed you guys in the last vlog is coming in clutch because I just got drenched in spit up at Froyo. Bless. Thank goodness. My life has been a Okay, I'll be Hans. I was thinking the same thing because, like, I've been searching my whole life, never known before. Love is an open door. Yes. Take a bow. Take a bow. Thank you. Thank you. All right, we are back home now. We've been here for a bit. It's like 2 o'clock and Grace's class was just great. It was super fun. Last day of school vibes, telling everyone to have a great summer, saying bye to all of her classmates and everything. It was sweet too. She was just like beaming when they put the little cardboard graduation headband on her because, like, my brother just graduated from college and she went to that graduation, and then we also went to her nanny's graduation last weekend. So she's like very aware of what a graduation cap is, and she kept telling me, like, I'm so proud of myself, and I'm just like, proud mom. Proud mom. And then we went out for frozen yogurt after, and my brother and his wife Bethany came and met us. So that was really fun. Yeah, then we came back home and we tried to have some quiet time. Grace is not, she's kind of in that like weird point where she's not really napping, but she kind of still needs a nap. But most of the time when we try to have her nap, she doesn't nap, but then when we don't try to have her nap, she falls asleep in the car. It's kind of like this weird transitional period. So I've been trying to implement that, like, if we're not gonna nap, we'll just have some quiet time. You know, you can read a book, you can color, you can just relax for a little bit, kind of a midday reset, but avoiding the word nap because she started to be like, nope, I don't want to do that anymore. So we were having some quiet time. I was feeding Alice, and then Steven came downstairs because he's working from home right now, and he was like, I have a little break between meetings if you want some help for a minute. And I was just about to put Alice down anyways. So Steven is playing with Grace, Alice is in the snoo, and I have a minute. So I took some time to answer some Slack messages and then came into the closet because this is a quiet place I can vlog. Also convenient to come in here because I now have to change my skirt. We have to fully abandon the outfit. I felt like, even though I had to change the shirt, like it was still kind of a cute vibe with the white skirt. But then Grace came at me with peanut butter hands. So it had already gotten a little bit dingy just from, like, you know, being on the floor at class and handling a toddler and a newborn, but the peanut butter hands were like the last straw. So I really tried. I did. I also took off my necklace like 10 minutes after we got to class because even though it's a smaller necklace, I realized that with Alice in the carrier, like her face was pressed right up against it and I didn't want it to leave a mark on her. So yeah, I tried. It's 2 o'clock and we are reverting to the baggy t-shirt and sweatpants, or maybe at least leggings. I don't know. I have these pants from Stork. No, I immediately hate this. I immediately hate this. Okay. I just feel like I'm in such a weird place with my body image, my clothes. Like, even though I liked the outfit that I put together this morning, I didn't feel fully comfortable in it. And I felt like because of, you know, motherhood restrictions, I could fully style it the way that I wanted to. But even then, I hate that it was a thought in my mind when I was at Grace's class of like, oh, I gotta be careful with her like doing the finger painting because I don't want to get it on my white skirt, or like, oh, I gotta be careful sitting on the ground because it's probably dirty. Like, I just want to be able to focus on being a mom and like being present with my kids and doing things with them without thinking about what I'm wearing or being restricted by what I'm wearing. But then when I do dress in a way that's just like, I don't care if these clothes get dirty, like I can do anything, I'm uninhibited. I don't feel good about my body in those clothes, but also like that to me is a much lower priority than like being able to do the things that I want to do. But I want to be able to get dressed quickly, efficiently, in something I can breastfeed in something that makes me feel like myself, in something that I can get on the floor with my toddler and not care about getting messy or dirty, but also kind of no matter what I wear, I just don't feel comfortable in my body right now. And I feel like I'm not even able to articulate this. Like, a lot of the times I talk about things that I'm going through, especially with like my mental health and my body image, kind of after the fact as I'm reflecting on it. And I think usually that's like the most healthy way for me to approach those things, kind of figure it out in myself before I share it online. But this is very much something that I feel like I am figuring out. Like, I just don't, I'm not on the outside of this looking back at this. This is something I'm currently feeling uncomfortable about, currently struggling with. And so without that sort of like bigger picture, I don't feel like I'm able to talk about it eloquently at all because I honestly haven't even figured it out myself. I don't understand it. So how can I communicate it? I feel so weird about my postpartum body, and I really tried to get dressed today in a way that would make it better. And now we're back to this. And I thought these pants would be better than just sweats because they're like ribbed and blue and kind of like cuter in some ways, but I just feel blah. I think I'm just gonna put on leggings because I don't know, I'm taking Grace to her dance class later today, and this feels like too pajama-y even for me currently. So leggings, that's better. I think, well, is it better? I think I'm also gonna go ahead and change my shirt, and then that makes me feel stupid for wasting 3 shirts in one day. But you know what? It's where we're at. I started reaching for baggy t-shirts, and then I was like, why do I think a different baggy t-shirt is gonna feel any different than the current baggy t-shirt? So if I'm gonna waste it, I am at least gonna do something different, but that still feels very safe. Comfy, baggy, button up. Is it very wrinkled? Yes. Do I have time to do anything about it? No, but I feel okay in this. So for right now, we're gonna take okay as a win. And this is like the most convenient for breastfeeding with the buttons all down the front. Like the shirt that I was wearing today can still very much nurse in. I just pulled it up when I needed to feed her. I'm figuring out that really the only things that are like a hard no while breastfeeding are dresses that aren't like wrap style, because you can't pull it down, but you also can't like lift it up like I would with a t-shirt, and bodysuits. Bodysuits are a no. But I love button-ups anyways, so I feel like that's always a good choice for me. But I need to stop with my yapping because I have just a couple minutes until Steven's gonna go back up to his office. And I told Grace that after our quiet time, we could play dolls together. So definitely want to be ready for that. And I have a couple phone calls that I need to make. So I'm gonna try and do that real quick. I need to call and schedule a doctor's appointment. And then I need to call the box office for one of our local community theaters because they're putting on Alice in Wonderland, and I'm gonna try and take Grace to that this weekend. We've been having a lot of fun going to like community youth theater shows together. Grace loves theater, and I feel like that's a really good entry point for her where she gets to see other kids on stage being the performers, and it's, you know, a shorter show. She has a ton of fun with it, and I feel like it's good for her to learn theater etiquette before I try to take her to like a full-scale production. But she's been telling me she wants to see Hamilton, and there's definitely no Hamilton Jr., so I think we're gonna work our way up to that. But anyways, we went and saw Frozen Jr. 2 weekends ago, and she was obsessed, and she's pretty much asked me every day since then when we can go to another theater. And I saw that a place that I used to do theater is doing Alice in Wonderland, so actually calling my old boss to get tickets. Yep, still have it saved in my phone because his phone number is the box office. Okay, so they didn't answer. I'm gonna try back later, but I'm sure I could probably just walk up and get tickets the day of, hopefully. But I really hope we can go because it's just like such a fun bonding activity for us. I love that Grace is starting to show an interest in theater, and I'm honestly surprised that she's able to sit through a show, but you know, she loves it, and I feel like it's also a cool way for us to get to support the local community theaters, especially a lot of the same programs that I used to do. So hopefully we can go. I'm gonna call and schedule that doctor's appointment, and then I'll probably spend the next few hours playing pretend with Disney princess dolls. See you on the vacation. We are playing dolls, and Miss Alice woke up to join, and she has been such a smiley girl. There it is. Yeah, she loves you.
When the tummy time homework, say, pretend this a now baby.
When she does tummy time, she thinks what?
A little baby of the time.
Oh, from the mirror? Yes, when Alice looks in the mirror at tummy time, I bet she thinks it's another baby.
She's watching me.
She is watching you. Gracie, someday, when she's older, she'll be able to play dolls with you.
Really?
Yeah.
So I have to be one of my dad?
She could be one of your dolls, yeah.
Oh, when her hands get a bit better?
Yeah, when her hands get bigger and when she gets more control over her hands. Okay, here I come.
Oh, that's you.
You can come, Elsa.
Okay.
You tell her about who it is.
It's the white Alice.
That's Snow White. You know, I don't know that one's name.
That's one.
Well, that's Princess Ada. All right, I'm feeding Alice. We're watching Bug's Life. Grace curled up on the chair here with us too. There they go. This is the life. All right, picking the camera back up now. Afternoon got a little hectic, so didn't vlog anything else, but we went to dance. We're back home now. It's 7 o'clock. Steven just made dinner, and I came out here to the garden with Alice in the carrier to check up on things. I was contemplating pruning the tomatoes this evening, but I think I'm gonna give it another couple days. I did like an initial prune maybe a week or so after I planted the seedlings, and since then they have really taken off, but I think I want to wait to trim them down more until it's a little clearer between the like fruiting leaves and the non-fruiting leaves, but the garden's looking really good. I'm really proud of it. I was a little worried for a minute when we were having all of the pest issues, but that Sluggo Plus stuff worked amazing. And I think just the weather getting better and it getting warmer, the garden has like exploded with life. So we'll do a little garden tour update. Here is the garden. We have the tomato plants here in the first bed, which are doing amazing. All 6 of these here on the sides are cherry tomatoes. And then in the middle here are the marigolds, which are starting to get little buds. So hopefully we'll have flowers soon. But yeah, good growth in this bed. Over here in the butterfly garden bed, in the front, those yellow flowers I planted from seed. I can't remember what they're called. I'll put them on screen, but I showed them in a previous vlog. Those took really well. Again, hopefully we'll be flowering soon. And then our narrow leaf milkweed. Very, very exciting developments. Since the last vlog, we had a monarch come into the garden and lay eggs. One of which we saw it happen, and then we've just been looking at the plants every time we come out to the garden. And on 2 other days, we saw new eggs that had been laid. So there very well may be little tiny microscopic monarch caterpillars on the milkweed right now that just like have recently hatched, but aren't big enough to see yet. If not, those will be coming very, very shortly, but as they grow, we'll be able to see them out here, which is like my favorite thing. I'm so excited about that. And Grace has been like super into it and just like a different level of understanding about all of that compared to last year. And then we have a lavender bush in the back here. I think planting this is what finally helped attract some monarchs over here, because supposedly butterflies really like lavender. And then over here to bed 3, look at those sunflowers. Oh my gosh. This just makes me so happy. Like coming out here and seeing all of these blooms just like brings me so much joy. I just think sunflowers are so beautiful. And we have so many and just like so much more manageable than last year when we did the like 6-foot tall ones. And then down in the front, these are the cantaloupe seedlings, which I can't really call seedlings anymore. Starting to get some blooms on those. This is our first year doing cantaloupe, so if you have any tips, let me know. I've heard that sometimes you have to like hand pollinate the flowers, so I don't know, maybe I need to look into that, but so far, so good. And then this bed, we have now harvested all of the carrots and radishes from our first round of planting, and we have reseeded it. So you can see the new carrots growing in, the radishes back there. The only place I haven't reseeded in this bed is like the front third here, because that is where I'm gonna plant some onions, which let's take it back over to the other side of the yard. Here are the seedlings, the little marigold sprouts there. Those popped off, the onions, killing it. Not really any action from the other flowers we planted here, but I do think those ones have a longer germination period, so hopefully they will come soon. So yeah, that is the garden updates. I just love it out here. Oh, it's so nice. This is like definitely become my happy place. And it's just a fun thing for us to come out and do here in the morning. Oh, I also forgot to show, we have strawberries right here that have also been producing, just like 1 or 2 a day, but it's a fun thing for Grace and I to come out here in the morning and like pick any of the strawberries and the carrots, the radishes. Super excited about the tomatoes because that's always like a super producer in the garden. Like in the past years, we've just had so many, and tomatoes are definitely Grace's favorite snack. So we like actually make good use out of them. And I feel like with tomatoes, there's just endless recipes. I've made bruschetta. I've made maybe just bruschetta. I'm like trying to think. I feel like there's been other things that I've made with the tomatoes from the garden, but definitely bruschetta. Anyways, oh, the other thing that I wanted to talk about is the new carrier. Now that things have settled down a bit for the day, I'm like, okay, let's talk about it, because I mentioned it earlier, but didn't get a chance to elaborate. I got the Tula Baby free to grow carrier after much consideration. I got a bunch of input from you guys, and I was talking to like all of my mom friends and doing extensive Googling, and I ended up narrowing it down to a couple carriers. I have them saved to a highlight on my Instagram story if you want like more in-depth details of like all the different options, but I decided to buy this Tula Baby free to grow. It's like a backpack style style carrier. Pretty easy to put on by myself because it has this clip. Oh, I just demonstrated one of the things that I don't like about it. My hair gets caught in this clip if I'm not careful. There we go. And then these straps here, just pull to adjust. Always got to make sure to get that deep seat so their legs are in the M shape. I'm getting more comfortable with all the ins and outs of baby wearing, making sure her head's close enough to kiss, making sure her head's not covered. She's got like a clean airway. I've got my little mental checklist of like the safe and ergonomic baby wearing positional things that I have to double check every time I get her in here. But in terms of like the actual carrier, I have become so comfortable with this so fast. First of all, it's just a really nice carrier. It's made of like a linen material, so it's really breathable. It's been pretty easy for me to get on by myself. There's not a ton of adjustments that have to be made. Every time I put it on, I can pretty much like leave it the way I had it and then just do this top strap here and kind of pull these down, shift the seat, and I'm good to go. Also, the waistband is like really thick and comfortable and size inclusive, which is huge because not all carriers are made to fit a wide variety of bodies. I was actually surprised though when I was doing the research how many carriers have size inclusive options, which is really great. Tula's one of them, the Hope and Plum Lark carrier, the Wild Bird carrier, which is another really popular one that I was considering, but a lot of people said it made them sweaty. And I was like, I live in San Diego and I'm also like trying to be fairly active with my kids, so breathability was a big thing. I've been really happy with this purchase. Easy to put on, like super supportive on my back, no back pain. She loves it. Oh my gosh. Like there have been times where she's getting a little fussy and so I'll just put her in the carrier because I know she's always so calm and happy in here and she'll just snuggle up nice and close, pretty much always fall asleep. It's great. I think also just having a carrier that I'm comfortable with that I know can grow with us, because I loved the baby Catan, but I knew that I wouldn't really be able to use that comfortably past the newborn stage, so there was always kind of like a time limit on it, whereas this one, I can use it up to 45 pounds, so hoping to put this bad boy to use for a long time. You can also do a back carry. Yeah, pretty much like all positives with it. I definitely recommend it. Really happy with my purchase, but there are just a few things that aren't perfect for me. Like I said, hair getting caught in the clip, minor inconvenience. Also, the backpack style straps are really great in terms of like supportiveness and being able to put it on by myself. But the way that this cuts under the armpit and then the waistband is here, it gives me like aggressive side boob, armpit boob. Like it basically squeezes my chest out here, which isn't really uncomfortable. I feel like aesthetically it's just kind of bothersome, but fit wise and comfort wise, it's fine. And then there was just one time when I had been wearing the carrier a lot that day. We went to the zoo last weekend and it was like one of my first times using it, but this thicker part of the backpack strap started to get a little bit uncomfortable. It was kind of like digging into my back and my armpit. I probably could have loosened the carrier a little bit. I think I'm just a little paranoid about it like being too loose and her not being safe and snug, but it is pretty easy to loosen on your own. You just push the tab up there and there. Then I can also pull these again to tighten it. This piece is also adjustable. I have it like fully folded down for her current height, but it's adjustable. So yeah, you're probably gonna be seeing a lot of this. I feel like, you know, when Grace was small and having one kid, it was like convenient to baby wear and it was nice and I liked it, but I didn't do it all that much. Whereas now having two, I'm like, baby wearing is an essential. My carrier is like a mandatory thing for so many different activities. Just being able to like have baby close while still being involved with Grace. Baby wearing for me this time as a second time mom is like game changer, absolute need. So I'm glad I got a good carrier that I'm really happy with. It's also just like really low maintenance. I had used the Ergo Baby, the Omni 360 with Grace. And like I said, I didn't get a ton of use out of it, but I also just found it to be like really bulky and it had so many different adjustments. I just wanted something like fuss-free, simple, strap on and go. And a lot of you recommended the Tula Baby Free to Grow, and I thank you for that because, I mean, look at me. I'm out in the garden and my baby just gets to sleep away on my chest. It's so nice. All right, it's getting dark. Back inside. And also, I imagine Steven's pasta is gonna be ready soon. Oh, I also forgot to say, it even has a little pocket right here in the front, which has been very convenient. Okay, inside. Pasta, pasta, pasta. Stephen made some delicious pasta for dinner. Bella is also interested. The Banza chickpea noodles with some red sauce and some Impossible ground beef in there. Thank you.
I was laughing at you for saying red sauce on the vlog.
What, instead of tomato sauce?
Right? Isn't that funny? I don't know.
That's how I describe it to our toddler.
That's how we describe it to the toddler. It's red sauce or white sauce.
What do you say?
I was telling Mommy how she called it red sauce.
Instead of tomato sauce.
Jar says traditional sauce.
Good day at work?
A very good day at work. A long day, but good day. And tomorrow, haircut.
Ooh.
First haircut since Alice is born.
I was just talking about my first haircut.
What are they talking about?
We're talking about getting haircuts.
I'm gonna get a haircut tomorrow.
And you remember how Mommy got a haircut last week? Yeah. Now it's Daddy's turn.
It is nice getting hold of Alice at the end of the day. I'm excited for her to wake up a little bit. But speaking of which, it is 8 o'clock night. 8 o'clock, ma'am.
Hello.
Grace decorated Steven's hat.
Oh, I love it. Try to wear this to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna take these stickers off, ever. Well, hello, Alice.
That is awesome, Grace. Very creative. Hello. Hello. It feels like midnight, but it is 8:30. It's 8:30. I made it to 8:30. I am pretty dang tired, that is for sure. Hoping to sleep good tonight. I am on Alice duty tonight, but she has been sleeping like one really nice long stretch during the night, like anywhere from 5 to 8 hours, I think was the longest. So I'm hoping for a long one. And also I will absolutely be going to sleep with her as soon as she goes down for the night. Right now Steven is with the kids. He told me to go take like 20-30 minutes to myself before we get ready for bed. So I am very grateful for that. I brought out the Kindle. I actually had to look for it because I haven't read in like probably a week and a half. Didn't know where it was, but I'm excited to read a little bit and just relax and kind of turn off for a minute before bed. So yeah, I am gonna go ahead and end this vlog here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.